Hey guys, MJ here from Nitecore Singapore. Today we are diving into the MT1A Pro. Could this 800 lumen light be the ultimate everyday carry utility light everyone's been waiting for? We're going to compare it with other AA powered lights and see how it stacks up against top selling tiny lights like the Tip SE here, the Woburn X3, ALS 157, even the LED Lancer little pocket lights. So why would you choose the MT1A Pro over the others, right? Should you invest in a light like this? I'll break down the pros and cons so you can decide if the MT1A Pro is the right fit for your needs. Before we begin, I'll be giving away one MT1A Pro set. Just subscribe and comment below on what you would like to see more of on this channel. And once we hit 500 likes, I'll pick the winning comment and pin it below. So the biggest question is, what's the difference between the MT1A Pro and the MT2A Pro, right? Released just a few months back. They are both designed to work with AA batteries and have similar specs and prices. They are essentially the same flashlight except for 4 key differences. First, the MT2A Pro uses 2 AA batteries instead of 1, so that makes it longer, but it also doubles your runtime from 10 hours on the MT1A Pro to 20 hours on the MT2A Pro at 50 lumens. Then there's the brightness. While the MT1A Pro maxes out at 800 lumens, the MT2A Pro can reach up to 1000 lumens. Right, mid and low mode stay the same at 50 lumens and 300 lumens, right? So you're not losing any options there. The MT1A Pro is shorter and lighter, which is why they've equipped it with a reverse pocket clip. This is a nice touch if you like to clip the light to the brim of a hat for hands-free work like this. For the MT2A Pro, there is a reverse pocket clip as well, but if you try and do the same thing, it's gonna be a bit too long up the front. I also like how the MT1A Pro disappears in my hand, right? With nothing sticking out. It's low profile and easy to hide away, perfect for everyday use. But if you're looking at this from a self-defense perspective, that's where the MT2A Pro has a bit of an edge because it is longer. It extends beyond the base of your fist, so if you're traveling and want a flashlight that can double as a striking tool, the MT2A Pro is the better option. With the MT1A Pro, you don't have that. It's designed more of a utility light than a self-defense kind of light. Small, but it's an important thing to note. Let's talk about the beam pattern. At 800 lumens, the MT1A Pro throws out a smooth, even beam. Right, you've got a nice hotspot in the middle for distance, but there's also enough spill on the side, so you're not in just a tunnel of light. Another thing I appreciate is that while it's maxed out at 800 lumens, it doesn't heat up too quickly. You can use it on high for a solid 10 minutes without burning your hand. It just gets warm. Right, so that's a huge plus if you're using it for extended tasks and don't want to deal with an uncomfortable grip. Right, some lights get too hot, then you have to keep shifting it around. Right, the brightness levels are also well spaced. High at 800 lumens, mid at 300 lumens, and low at 50 lumens like this. The 300 lumen setting is what you get from most headlamps, so it's perfect for room size tasks. And with the low 50 lumen mode here, you're getting a solid 10 hours of runtime. It's just right for pitch dark scenarios where you need to work on small tasks like packing or sorting your gear. It's not too bright to mess with your night vision, but just enough to get things done without straining your eyes. Now at 800 lumens, the beam can reach up to 250 meters, but realistically, you're looking at a very usable range of about 100 meters. Right, there's plenty of reach for most tasks, and it's actually very actionable and practical. Even for law enforcement, it gives you enough light to work with without blinding you up close. And if you are pairing this with a stronger tactical light like the EDC 29 here or the P23i, right, the MT1A Pro makes for an excellent backup. It's pretty powerful and it's more than something you expect from something of this size compared to a full-on tactical light. Plus, if you need some color options, there are 20mm filters available for this bezel size, so if you want a red, blue or green beam, just pop one of these on and you're set. Right, it's great for preserving night vision, tracking or signaling. On controls, the MT1A Pro uses a single tail switch for one-handed use. You've got to give it a full click to turn it on. There's no momentary half press here like this. I half press and it turns on. Right, I can signal SOS 3 long 3 short. For the MT1A Pro, from off I cannot half press to signal. I have to full click on to turn the light on. This means it won't work for quick signaling or those short bursts of light when you need in some situations. So if you're used to lights that turn on with a gentle press like this is going to feel a bit different. You have to fully click it on and then half press to cycle through the brightness levels, low, medium, high. The lack of momentary on could be a deal breaker if you need light for signaling and quick flashes. Alright? So So some people hate this, some people love it. Should Nitecore have made this with a momentary switch instead like the P23i? Let me know in the comments which you prefer below. There's also no fancy lockout switch like the EDC 33 here with the up-down lockout. For this, just slightly unscrew the tail cap, right? You can see the power go off there, and you're set. The light is locked out. Super simple. On the battery, charging is a breeze with the included 1100 mAh battery, the highest so far for an AA size battery. It has a USB-C port, so I can just plug it straight in, no need for a separate charger. When it's charging, the indicator on the battery glows red, and once it's fully charged, it switches to green. It takes about 3 hours to fully charge, which is pretty standard. But you might wonder why include a high voltage 14500 battery but still allow it to take regular AA batteries. It's all about versatility, especially for travel. If you're in a country where charging the battery isn't an option, you can just pop into any airport or convenience store and grab a pack of AA batteries, and in a disaster scenario, you're not stuck. AA batteries are everywhere. You can scavenge them from toys, remote controls, clocks. The ability to switch between high performance and everyday AA batteries is one of the key selling points of the MT1A Pro. But if you do use normal 1.5V AA batteries like these Energizer ones here, the brightness is limited to 200 lumens in high mode and 50 lumens in low mode because the voltage simply cannot sustain anything beyond 200 lumens. The 14500 battery has 3.6 volts, so that's how it can hit 800 lumens. Now if you're relying on a flashlight with built-in batteries of the similar size like the Tip SE at 700 lumens or the X3 also at 700 lumens or the AOS 157, this 150 lumens, but it does have magnetic base and all the fancy lantern type lights, and even the LED Lancer K6R here, right? As good as they are when it comes to features like red light, magnetic base, wireless charging, instant turbo for 700 lumens, they'll all be as good as paperweight once the battery dies. With the MT1A Pro, you don't have that problem. You can always find batteries anywhere, and the simpler the light, the fewer moving parts, the less there is to break, and it's more reliable over time. And because it's so simple, it's easy to seal and has a IP68 waterproof rating. You can use it in the rain, up to 2 meters underwater, no problem at all. All of the other lights like the Tip SE, all these with exposed ports will get water ingress and it's gonna spoil if you soak this in water. That's very essential for a backup or emergency light to have. Solid waterproofing. Even the EDC 29 here is not fully waterproof, right? One thing to note. So at this point, some of you might also say there are other lights out there that use high voltage 14500 batteries as well, like the Ace Beam here, one of my favorites, okay, and Manker as well in titanium, right, this version. Now on paper, these lights are brighter than Nitecore. The Ace Beam does 1000 lumens here, the Manker does 1300 lumens. Some have even longer run times, but the one thing that Nitecore holds that is still better than the rest is beam distance, right? Due to the proprietary UHI LEDs. No other brand can use the same UHI LED, only Nitecore has it. It runs cooler, is more efficient, and has much further beam reach at the same size, right? That's how it's able to reach 250 meters at 800 lumens, while the rest can only scratch 100 meters, 150 meters, even at brighter settings. So should you buy the MT1A Pro? Honestly, I think it is a massive upgrade if you are still using those big store-bought AA lights, right? For travel, I highly recommend either this or the MT2A Pro, being longer for self-defense. Right, both are very similar, both very solid picks. But when you compare with other brands using the same high capacity voltage, it's not the most powerful light out there, but it definitely has the longest beam for its size. This is a compact, reliable light that's more than enough for most tasks. Plus, the fact that it's so flexible with battery options makes this really convenient. If your idea of success is having a light that's easy to carry, is dependable when you need it, the MT1A Pro definitely delivers. It has a permanent spot in my rotation along with the MT1C Pro, MT2C Pro. So there you have it, my take on the Nitecore MT1A Pro. If you found this helpful or if you are considering getting one, don't forget to use the coupon code YT10 for 10% off. Right, we do ship worldwide. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more honest reviews on lights and gear. If you have any questions, do drop them in the comment box below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, or if you have other lights that you're interested in. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. MJ signing out.